NBA's most valuable player last night. He becomes the first center in 21 years to win that award. Jokic averaged 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists for the Nuggets during the regular season. In the NBA playoffs last night, Utah edges past the LA Clippers 112-109. Philadelphia downs Atlanta 118-102. Over in the Stanley Cup playoffs, Tampa Bay eliminates Carolina with a 2-0 victory in Game 5 of that second-round series. Vegas would need overtime to beat Colorado 3-2. According to Yahoo Sports' Pete Thamel, officials with the College Football Playoff Committee reportedly favor a proposal that would expand the playoff field from 4 to 12 teams. According to Thamel, that proposed plan would create automatic playoff bids for the champions of the Power 5 conferences. Plus, there would be an automatic bid for the highest-ranked non-Power 5 conference champion. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a Wednesday. And on behalf of, well, Heather Park and John Jansen and the man running the controls for the early portion of the program, the one and only Gunny. We appreciate you being here, Gunny. Yes, we're going to give Greg Parker a wrap.
We have to.
Yes, absolutely. I guess wrap it after me.
Oh, yeah, at 5:32. Everybody has a certain routine.
Yeah.
I'm usually the first one here, so I enjoy watching everybody come in. The office start to wake up a little bit. Greg Hargrave is usually here right about the same time as the Gov, and Mike Stone was the first one in after me, and I thought, that's a little bit odd. So we were talking about the show, and I didn't think much about it, and then all of a sudden I said, hey, where's Greg?
Well, I haven't seen him. Maybe we should text him.
We text him, and no response. And I gave him all of about a minute to respond, and because we're closing in on showtime, and then I thought, well, let's give him a call. And he answers, hello? Morning, Greg.
I know.
Rise and shine.
Not the way you want to start off your day. On the program today, by the way, we will be joined by three, I guess they're all equal status. I mean,
players that are trying to make their way.
No doubt about it. Like we said, Casey Mize will go tonight. There was some playoff action last night as well. That was kind of interesting. First of all,
Did your app go off?
I'll do hockey first.
Okay.
So my app didn't go off in hockey is Tampa Bay shut out the Carolina Hurricanes 2-0. They win that series 4 games to 1. Vasilevsky with 29 saves and a shutout. That's his third time he's closed the series with a shutout.
Yeah.
Chris Osgood is tied with NHL history with most of those. It's with 5. So that's pretty cool. So Tampa Bay will play the winner of the Islanders-Bruins series. The Islanders can wrap that up tonight. Meanwhile, out west, Colorado, who's been the favorite to win this thing, they led 2-0 going into the third period. Vegas comes back to tie it, and then just 50 seconds into overtime, my cousin, Mark Stone, with the winning goal. So Vegas, it leads now 3-2, and they can win it at home tomorrow night. Man, that place is going to be nuts in Vegas tomorrow night.
Oh, it's going to be wild.
Yeah.
And you know what? They were down 2-0 in this game. They were down 2-0 in the series.
Yeah.
And come back. It's been fun to watch. Hey, when you go out to eat with your cousin, do you make him pay?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's a
Then
professional.
there's the other cousin who I think plays for Calgary. I don't know, some Michael Stone.
Michael Stone,
Actually,
yes. Yeah.
There's a few guys out there. NBA last night, the Philadelphia 76ers survived. The Atlanta Hawks 118-102. Joel Embiid was unfreaking believable. 40 points, 13 rebounds. Shake Milton, that's right, Shake, comes off the bench, 14 points. They don't win that game without his contributions. Trae Young just 6 for 16 from the field, so they figured something out there. So that series tied at 1. First game in the Western Conference semis, the Jazz at home over the Clips, 112-109. Donovan Mitchell, there's the app, boom, 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 45 points, 32 in the second half. But I will have to say this, the guy who the Pistons drafted in front of him, Luke Kennard, all of a sudden, they're using Luke Kennard at 18 points last night.
11 of them in the first half.
Yeah, so,
Fire.
yeah, Quiet 23, playoff Paul George 4%.
Maybe he's your next MVP.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I mean, the Jazz, without Mike Conley coming with the win at home, that I think is going to be a long, long series. All right, like I mentioned, Dwayne Casey will join us at 8:35, Tom Izzo 7:35, and Wojo, Wednesdays with Wojo's at 9:35. Heather has news coming up next.
I have so many great news stories to share with you guys, but I've got one about a story of a man who got basically, actually, for sure, the shock of his life when his wife came back from the dead.
All right, 97.1, the ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by TNI Credit Union. There's a crash and closure this morning, 94 eastbound at Belleville Road, still closed due to an early morning accident. The Jeff Ditko right you can trust is the 94 service drive and then re-enter the freeway at Haverty. You can also use E-Course Road around it. And there's a crash working 96 westbound after Novi Road. TNI Credit Union easily gets you the car financing you need. Drive your dream in no time with rates as low as 1.99% and a $100 gas card at closing. TNI Credit Union, here when you need them to be. Call or visit TICreditUnion.org for more information. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
I'm with Applied Imaging customer Scott Bruckman, business manager for Partners in Internal Medicine. Scott, you transitioned to Applied Imaging from a manufacturer-direct relationship.
Everything from there just got better. I think we transitioned not only our copying service, but our printing service. We transitioned quite a bit of business to Applied Imaging because of the quality of service that he brought.
With Applied Imaging, you're always working with live people.
Yeah, honestly, it's the customer service. I can make a phone call and somebody on the other side of the phone is answering with a friendly voice.
What's been the bottom line benefit of your Applied Imaging relationship?
It's just the quality of the customer care. They make sure that we're running and have all of our needs fulfilled, timely, friendly.
Call Applied Imaging today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedimaging.com. Applied Imaging, fast, friendly, amazing.
CBTS Managed Services powers every stage of your journey to the cloud. We provide end-to-end design, build, and support services. CBTS has the certified
Or this. Individuals with HIV who are on treatment and have an undetectable viral load cannot sexually transmit HIV. Because you equals you. Undetectable equals untransmittable.
Change the numbers. Change your future. Learn more and find testing locations at michigan.gov/HIV-STD. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Imagining life without joint pain may be easier than you think. The Detroit Medical Center's orthopedic experts specialize in surgical and non-surgical solutions for hip and knee pain. This includes minimally invasive joint replacement surgery designed to help you recover quicker and with less pain compared to a traditional joint replacement. Make an appointment with a DMC orthopedic specialist at 1-888-DMC-2500 or visit dmc.org/jointpain.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like the course keeps changing right before your eyes. Oh, and in order to maneuver it, you need an expert by your side. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the tech solutions you need to help you get out in front and stay ahead of the game. For advice on solutions like XPS 13 laptops powered by Intel Evo platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL.
So a friend told me about Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and his exact words were, "It changed my life. I used to spend a ridiculous amount of time trying to remove tomato sauce from inside our microwave and soap scum off the bathtub.